What is up, gents? I think we're live. All right. I wanted to do this live because I didn't go full in detail, and I would like to go full in detail with you guys live, obviously. So I'm just setting all the YouTube shit up now. Got to post on Discord. We are live. So how you guys morning going? Are you as excited as I am for playing some Night Lords coming up? Got to share it with all the Patreons. We are live. At everyone. Live. I said love. Live now. Nightmare hunt. Let's go. All right. So, what does this mean for us? Once I get this going, this is supposed to be that. Window capture, display capture. Let's display. God, such a noob. Okay, this one. And then we got all this shit. Boom. Extend it. Are you guys as fucking stoked as I am about this? Night Lords are literally my favorite army, detachment, everything. They're just so bad. So now that they gave us some type of buffs and some pretty sick detachments or enhancements, it's gonna be nuts. Okay, so first off, let's get this live chat going. Pop out chat. All right, cool. All right, so Nightmare Hunts. What is this? So I'm looking at the keywords because Heretic Astartes. Dude, I can't. What's up, bro? I can't wait for this. So Heretic Astartes. Good morning, by the way. Heretic Astartes keyword is anybody. So it's not just infantry. It's not just jump pack. It's not just raptors. It's not anybody. It's literally any chaos space marine. That's the first thing. So the first thing that already is like, all right, good. They didn't fuck that up. It was the Heretic Astartes. Anybody. So in the battle shock step, it's basically similar as the other one. In the battle shock step of your opponent's command phase, if an enemy unit is below its starting strength, so they've killed one model or a tank or monster's -1 wound, within 12 inches, which is kind of big, of one Heretic Astartes units from your army, that enemy unit must take a battle shock test, subtracting 1 from the result. Enemy units affected by the detachment rule do not need to take another battle shock test. So it's basically the same exact thing as the Night Lords one. The caveat is you get extra stuff to that, which the Night Lords one should have always had. So I don't know what made them do this. Maybe because we're getting a new Night Lords Raptors kit. So, and then we just had the Night Lords best fucking detachment or unit come out, which won a bunch of awards. So maybe that's why they're like, holy shit, people might actually play Night Lords. Each Heretic Astartes model from your army makes an attack that targets a unit below half strength. Add 1 to the hit roll. So that is you attacking a unit and they're below half strength, which it's better than just being battle shocked. And then the other one is each time a attack targets you, if the attacking model is battle shocked, subtract 1 from the hit roll. So you can have just a bunch of -1 hits across the board. Anytime you force battle shocks and they're battle shocked, anytime they hit you in melee as well. Yeah, melee or shooting, it's -1 to hit. And then each time a Heretic Astartes model from your army attacks a battle shocked unit, add 1 to the wound roll. So that is huge. So instead of like spending strats to try and get all this stuff, you just automatically have it built in to kind of force people to be battle shocked. Once they're battle shocked, it's free game. You're going to get -1 to hit against you, and you're going to be able to get +1 to wound against them. So we have to try and think of like defensive tactics and offensive tactics. Like what offensive tactics can we force battle shocks to get the +1 to wound, and then what defensive tactics can we do to have them be battle shocked and be -1 to hit. And obviously that's going to go with the detachment roll, where in their command phase they have to do battle shock tests. So if you set up a whole bunch of -1 leaderships everywhere, and then they have to do a battle shock test, that's going to be a lot easier to do. Now we have a bunch of access to the -1 leadership, especially now. I think the Plague Marines having the leadership aura is going to be good. The let me pull up my Night Lords list. I have like a whole list already made about it. So Night Lords right here. So we have the Raptors, obviously, that's -1. We have the Blue Horrors. So the Blue Horrors have an aura of -1 leadership. And that's just, and all these stack, by the way. So Blue Horrors, -1 leadership. The Noise Marines in the shooting phase must take a battle shock test or leadership test is taken a leadership -1 to that test. So till the start of your next shooting phase, each battle shock or leadership test is taken for that enemy unit. So they have to shoot and then -1 leadership for the rest of the thing. So if they shoot and then on their turn they have to do a leadership test, it's another -1 on top of that. And obviously the Plague Marines have the -1 aura. So we have Raptors, Noise Marines, and Plague Marines, and Blue Horrors, all with the -1 leadership. So those are going to probably be mixed in between all of our lists. And one of the enhancements, you can actually join fucking Warp Talons, which is nuts. So there you go. So those are the detachment rolls. It's just bonuses on top of what we had before, which is always good. So let's get into the enhancements. All right, so now we got a Lone Op ability. So Chaos Lord model. Can the Lord go with... What can the Lord attach with? So the Lord can go with Chaos Lord. Chosen Legionnaires, that's it. So only your Chosen or your Legionnaires are going to be able to be Lone Op 18. Probably not going to be used as much. Like Chosen, they don't have like heavy weapons. I was thinking if he can join a Havoc squad, just to make the Havoc squad Lone Op, just fucking shooting from afar on an objective, that would be good. But it's only Chosen Legionnaires. So I'm thinking, when would we be using this? They have the stealth ability, okay, but Wall Bearers units within the range of one or more objective markers, Lone Op 18. Okay, cool. So there's one. 18 is so big, by the way. Like when you're playing Lone Op 18, I've been playing Crude for a little bit. Lone Op 18 is so big. Like you can reach 18 from pretty much anywhere in the middle of the deployment zone. Or no man's land. So 12, okay, maybe we can try and play around with that, but you're spending 90 points plus the enhancement thing, plus the 90 points for Legionnaire just to have a Lone Op model, when I could just put Cypher on the objective and then it's the same thing. But he's Lone Op 12. All right, Warp Field Thrusters, same one. At the end of their fight phase, you can pick them up if they're not engaged and then bring them back down next turn if you want to, but it just goes in strategic reserve. So you don't have to bring them in next turn. You can bring them off the table and then rapid ingress them somewhere on the table. So Chaos Lord jump back only is going to be with your Raptor unit. You can have a 10-man Raptor unit and just be super aggressive with it, or have a 5-man Raptor unit and just come down and just be annoying. Not going to be able to come down within 6. Because I think that's what the Night Lords one was. Let's bring that up. Dread Talons. Dread Talons. I haven't played in fucking forever. Yeah, so anywhere on the... so 6 inches, they can deep strike within 6 inches. And then force a battle shock test, which was pretty cool. But come down within 6. So you're not going to be able to come down within 6. Shoot your grenades and stuff like that. But still, it's good. Like, you'd be able to uppy downy with a unit every single turn. End of your opponent's fight phase. So say you heroic, you're finishing a combat, you killed them, whatever. It's a lot of situational, but that is still really good. That's probably going to be in every single list. And then this one, Heretic Starters models only at the start of the fight phase. Each enemy unit within engagement range of the bearer must take battle shock test, subtracting 1 from the result. So that's going to stack. No, it's not going to stack with this one. So in the battle shock step of your opponent's command phase, enemy units are below starting strength. That enemy must take a battle shock test, subtracting 1 from the result. Yeah, so that's not going to stack with this, which I don't think... Yeah, it's the same thing. Each time an enemy unit within 12 inches of one or more Heretic Starters models from take a battle shock... Okay, so this one is the Night Lords one. Always has the -1 aura. This one, they only have the -1 aura when they're doing this. So it's a little bit different. Not as... Can't stack it as much. So this is only going to work, the -1 is only going to work in their battle shock step. So this one is only going to be in the fight phase, at the start of the fight phase. So you're not going to be able to get -1, -1. It's just going to be -1. But if this guy is leading a unit of raptors, for example, the raptors at the start of the fight phase, whoever they're in combat with, so you're going to be able to like kind of chain this out. So the Lord can go into something, and then the raptors can go into everything else. And this says, while an enemy is within 6 inches of the unit, each time they take a battle shock test, subtract 1 from the result. So that's going to stack. So that's -2 right there because it's a 6-inch aura. Then at the start of the fight phase, each enemy unit within engagement range of 1 or more units with this ability must take a battle shock test. So he's going to be able to force it on somebody, and then the raptors are going to be able to force it on everybody else in engagement range. At the start of the fight phase, each enemy unit within engagement range of 1 or more units with this ability must take a battle shock step. So Lord, Jump Pack Lord, which, yeah, it's Heretic Starter, so anybody. The Jump Back Lord with the Raptor unit is going to be with this one. Jump Back Lord with this is going to be with this, and then the other Jump Back Lord is going to be with this. So you're going to have 3 Jump Back Lords, which I already have in my Night Lords list. All of them are probably going to have each of these detachments or enhancements, and then it's just going to be fucking mayhem all over, just uppy downy, battle shocks, warp talons, uppy downy. Like, it's going to be nuts. This last one, which again is going to be insane. Jump Pack Lord models in the Bears unit have the Scout 6 ability, but not only, this is probably 30 points. Not only that, but in the declare battle formation, the bearer can be attached to a warp talon unit. Holy fuck. That means is the Lord with the warp talons even good? Because usually we just have the hammer fist. So free strat with the Lords, right? You can fucking pile in and consolidate 6 inches instead of 3. God, I haven't run these guys in forever. So now your warp talons are going to be able to pile in, consolidate 6 inches. Holy shit. All right, let's look at his melee. Range weapons you can get rid of if you bring the lightning claws, I think. Because you can't hold a lightning claw and shoot a plasma, right? Bolt pistol. So this model's bolt pistol and a curse weapons can be replaced with twin lightning claws. So the twin lightning claws, your 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, probably sustain, strength 5, AP 2, 1 damage, twin linked. So basically the same as a warp talon, but 6 attacks instead of 5 attacks, and that's it. So probably keep the fist, honestly, just to have some extra strength 8, AP 2, 2 damage in there. Yeah, I'd probably just keep the fist on that one. But the model looks cool as hell, so if you really want to go with that, you can go with that. What do we got here? Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, let me know so we can go over that. But we'll probably go over some lists at the end of this so you guys can keep track of what the hell we're thinking in our heads. So yeah, that's insane. I'm super excited about that. It's 270 points, I think, for fucking Warp Talons, which is dumb. They should not be 270 points. Maybe with this enhancement they will be. So Warp Talons. A Cursed Curl Test. I had that in my last list because of the there's a lot of strats that they're good with. Spread out the minus aura, -1 leadership aura. But not sure if we... Oh, and they were getting me a CP. So probably don't need them in this list anymore. Eater of Dread was the enhancement. Yeah, every battle shock unit add 1 to the result, but on a 5+, usually down to a 3+ or a 2+, you get 1 CP. So an extra way to get CP in the list. But I don't know. Let's go over the strats and see if we can use the ACDC brick. All right, so we got this. Talons Sunk Deep. Sounds fucking cool. Your shooting phase or fight phase. 1 heretic starts infantry unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot or fight. So shooting or fight. Is there any 2 CP strats? No 2 CP strats. Good. Okay. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in the unit makes an attack that targets a unit that is battle shocked and or below half strength, improve the armor pen by 1. Okay, so AP 3 AP3 warp talons. Damn. AP3 warp talons. That's obviously battle shocked. So battle shocked, you're going to be able to get +1 to wound. So adding 1 to the hit roll if they're below half strength, which may come up, may not sure, depending. Like big knights would be insane. So big knights, you're going to get, if they're battle shocked, you're going to get +1 to hit, hitting on 2s, and then wounding, +1 to wound, so wounding on 6 5s, unless, yeah, strength 5, so 6 5s, twin linked, AP3. Not bad. Then, all right, so that one's good. And then the shooting phase. So +1 of the arm and pen to the shooting, and this is only infantry, so probably noise marines. So the noise marines are going to be AP2, AP3 on the big gun, and then AP2 on everything else. Ignore cover. So that's going to be cool. They're going to be our main shooting. Oh, and Oblitz. Oblitz, everybody's fucking running right now. So where are the Oblitz? Oblitz could probably benefit from that. Yeah, so infantry, the only options are Terminators. Get some Terminators, AP1 bolters everywhere. +1 to wound. Ooh, that could be cool. Chosen, maybe. Havocs, yes, but they're already AP3, so AP4 with no rerolls to wound, but +1 to wound. So wounding shit on 2s. That seems cool. Obliterators, and that's it. So Obliterators, range weapons. So you got melta shots, 18 inches. You got 24-inch blasts. So those are going to be D6 blast. If they're below half strength, you're going to get hitting on 2s. And then adding 1 to the wound roll if they're battle shocked. So again, you have to kind of like phase it. Like, can I make this unit battle shocked? Or, I don't know, +1 to wound. I mean, that's always good. But again, caveat is battle shocked. So you have to plan it out and force them to be battle shocked. Probably force them to be battle shocked in their command phase, which lasts into your command phase. So then you can kind of like deep strike them and murder something. So it's going to be flesh mower guns, which is D6 +3. So, and sustain. So sustain lethal if they dark backed. Strength 5 +1 to wound, and then AP2 1 damage. So just a ton of chaff killing. And then the marine killing is D6 blast, hitting on 3s, 8 3 2. So that's going to hurt a lot as well. And then once per game, indirect fire. So you can use that indirect to kind of get rid of that cover. So basically it's going to be AP3 with cover. If they're battle shocked, indirect, like that can kill some shit. And +1 to wound. So strength 8, you're going to be winning on 2s most of the time. Big infantry, you're going to be winning on 2s. And then for vehicles, you're going to be winning on 4s with that. So that seems pretty good. Yeah, we're definitely going to go over the noise marines because noise marines in my head now where like every one of these could be good with the noise marines. But again, the points are going to be super slim on this because you're going to bring warp talons, you're going to bring 3 night lords leaders, you're going to bring probably 2 or 3 raptor units. So noise marines make their BS -1 until your next turn. Make their battle shock minus, yeah. So the noise marines would shoot something and then are -1 to go into the next turn for the battle shock. So I mean, what you could do is like you can put all the big guns into something to kill it, and then just shoot a random whatever the leader has. Like I did this with like demons because demons you don't want to force a battle shock, but the leader can shoot its sonic blaster like 18 inches somewhere else and hit something, and then force that one to be -1 leadership for the next turn. So you can still line up the noise marines to murder something, and then just one random pot shot going that way to shoot something, and then make that one -1. So you can like plan that out. So like most of your guns are going to murder whatever they shoot at. So you don't really want to waste the -1 on that one because there might be 1 or 0 guys left. But then one random guy is going to make that tank or the big fucking tank -1 leadership. So if you wound it, it's -2 at the start of their command phase to try and do that. And then now the tank is -1 to hit everything in your army. That seems like a really good combo. I can see this catching people off guard, and now I need 2 more jump pack. Dude, I am the same. I was going to convert. One of my Patreons gave me the Harkin model. So I think the Harkin model you can convert into a jump pack lord. Pretty sick. And then I have the Forge World Night Lords jump pack lord, the old school one. So I have 2 of those. I got one of them I got to put together. So I have the 3. It's going to be 2 Forge World Night Lords one, and then Harkin as one. And yeah, again, I don't think you're going to be using the Warp Talons one. I don't think the Warp Talons is that good. I think the Fist is way better. I think the Fist hits on 2s as well. But yeah, so let's get back into this. So pack versus stains and split fire if needed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, this needs to be tested. I'm going to try and get a game tomorrow. Actually, let me text my boy. Can you play tomorrow? We'll try and get this a live stream or a battle report for you guys. All right, so we went over those. Let's go over this. So this is pretty good. Extra AP is always good. It's only against battle shocked, and it's only infantry. So this one, your shooting phase or fight phase. I love the 2, right? Shooting phase, fight phase, shooting phase, fight phase. Until the end of the phase, each time a model unit makes an attack that targets a unit that is battle shocked and or below half strength, you can reroll. Oh shit! Full rerolls to hit. Was that in the? Yeah, that was in the other one. That was in the Night Lord's attachment. So, and the armor pen was in as well. Is this the same fucking thing? Okay, so, this is only the fight phase. This one is shooting phase. So shooting or fight, so they up that one. And then where's the reroll? Reroll to hit and wound. So in your shooting phase, 1 infantry unit until the end of phase model, battle shocked unit, you can reroll a hit roll and reroll a wound roll. So that one's hits and wound. This one is just hits. It's a little bit of a downgrade here. So the end of phase, each time a model in the unit makes an attack that targets a unit that is battle shocked or below strength, you can reroll a hit roll. And you can reroll a wound roll, which, why didn't they keep that one? Prey on the weak, whatever. So, but this also works in the fight phase. This one was just the shooting phase. So now, in the shooting and fight phase, you can get full rerolls to hit. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be really good for the Warp Talons. So both these are good for the Warp Talons, which both of them are going to be used for free. One of them is going to be used for free with the Lord. You gem with Kevo or Craig? So Kevo, I think, is away all weekend. Craig, I've already played him too much. He's got his knights. I didn't get Living Carapace. The fuck is that one? Living Carapace, Chaos Lord model only. Add one of the bearer's wound characteristics. The bearer has Feel No Pain of 5+ ability. Would the hex not work for the Termine Lord if it's the same wording? Are you talking about like a different detachment? Broski, what are you talking about? Is that the Fellhammer Siege Host? Which is Chaos Lord is a termy in the as in Chaos Lord. As a Night Lords fan, how you feeling about the attachment? Dude, we're getting into it, bro, but this is already better than the last one. And having your whole army painted Night Lords already ready to go is going to be sick. I'm asking if the hex would work with the Termy Lord. What is the hex? What did I miss? Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know where the living carapace is. Unless I'm just missing it. Okay, so shooting or fight phase. So this is going to be really good for the Warp Talons as well. And then we got fight phase just after Herrick Star's unit. Army destroys an enemy unit. Herrick Star's unit. Each enemy unit within 6 inches invisible to unit, excluding monster vehicle, must take a battle shock test. So this is going to be used probably again with the Raptors, maybe Warp Talons, but you're gonna force Battle Shock. See, this is bad because unless 11th edition changes where Battle Shocks continue for the next battle round, which this whole detachment might be just busted afterwards. The first enhancement. So Grey Veil Hex, and you said Living Carapace? The possessed detachment of the bile. I think the bile is the possessed detachment. Oh, the Hex Veil or something. Grey Veil Hex. Chaos Lord model only. Are you asking if that is for Terminators as well? So that came up in the Iron Warriors one. Yeah, so Chaos Lord model only. I think they changed the keyword of the Chaos Lord. Chaos Lord and Terminator armor. Yeah, so the Chaos Terminator gained Chaos Lord. So they changed it because of that detachment in the Iron Warriors. The Iron Warriors used to have the same thing, Chaos Lord. So, but he didn't have the keyword. So I was playing it with it, and then people were saying no, you can't because he doesn't have the Chaos Lord, which is fucking stupid. But they gave him Chaos Lord, and Terminator armor. So keyword is Chaos Lord. So he could be in any one of those. All right, let's get back to this. Prey on the Weak. Your shooting phase, this one. All right. So this one, again, if you're in your opponent's turn, right, and you kill something as they charge you, then you can spend it and try and force a Battle Shock test, because then they'll be Battle Shock at the end of their turn, which goes into your turn to fuck up some stuff. So, but this isn't really going to be that much in your turn. So fight phase, because again, once they come around, they're going to be non-battle shocked. So it's only good if you're trying to like steal an objective for like the last turn on turn 5, trying to like get points. But this is not ever really going to come up right here. Talk about the boy in the flesh. Thanks, bro. Again, I can't wait to put this guy together and paint him now to test this. But yeah, Harkin, appreciate you. Harkin is definitely a good Chaos Lord model, 100%. With all the Night Lord's bits. Fuck, dude. And the Night Lord's helmet. Oh, dude, it's gonna be so cool. I think the way to this attachment is Brick of 10 Warp Talons and 10 Raptors with a Chaos. I think 10 Raptors suck, honestly. I think you want 5 Raptors in and out all over the place. You're gonna basically be using the Lords as most of the damage. Warp Fuel Thrusters, enhancement to see 2 units that kill Sky. Like once 10 Raptors come down and charge something, usually don't kill it. They're gonna die. So if using them as like precision, like secondaries until like turn 3 or 4, where like the Warp Fuel Thrusters actually come down and stay on the table, that's going to be that unit. Then you have the 10-man Warp Talons with the Lord, and then the other Lord will probably be with a 5-man Raptor to go off and do skirmishing with which enhancement? Like this enhancement right here, just to force battle shocks everywhere. But 10 Raptors die so easily. Like they die really, really easily. Get past Warp Towns, let's go. Really cool. What do you think might be good, guys? I mean, yeah, this could be good with like a Chaos Lord just being loan op 18, just chilling. But then you're sacrificing this one, and this one. So you can only pick 3, and I think these 3 I want in my Jump Lord build. I mean, you can take out if you don't want to run Warp Towns, which I think you should. You can take out this one, but again, this helps with the detachment so much, and then this one is just really good. So it's really hard. This one's fighting for 3 really good enhancements. So 20 Warp Talons, yeah, you can go 20 Warp Talons, but only 10 of them are going to be with the Lord. 10 Raptor build, 2 Noise Marines. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna build some examples, guys. So just tuning in, so hyped, hell yeah. What do you think about the Hex with the Lord, Leaping, Legionnaires, or Chosen? So everybody keeps saying this one, but like, again, loan up 18, once 18 is so big. Like, you put 10 chosen out in the open, like on an objective, they're going to die. Like, they're fucking going to die. Now, if you put them on like the bottom left objective, you're now so far away from the fight. If they're in the center, they're just going to be shot by everything. If they're in the top right, they're going to be shot by their whole army. So this is going to be such a test to see if this is going to be good with a Lord. But again, my mind is going all towards these three right now. But hey, we'll test it out. So two jump lords, one with 10 raptors, one with 5 warp field thrusters, and I have a scoring unit. Yeah. So let's get into this. So those are the three. This one kind of sucks. Let's go to this one. Your charge phase. One heretic starts infantry unit from your army until the end of the phase. Your unit is eligible to declare charge in which advance. Cool. So advance and charge on your fucking raptor. Oh god. So your warp talons are going to get advance and charge, +1 AP, reroll hits, and +1 a wound. Fuck. And then they're just going to go back up in the sky. So watch out when you're playing warp talons. Watch out for heroic intervention. So if they could just tag, which I do all the time, you just like tag the fucking warp talons with like 1 or 2 dudes, and then they can kill the cultists, sure, but they're probably not going to kill everything. Oh, and Scout 6 potential. Oh god, Scout 6, a free advance in charge with the Lord. You're gonna have to fucking battle shock something. But yeah, I mean, turn 1, you're going to Scout 6, move up, kill their chaff, go back in reserves on their turn, rapid ingress, for free at the bottom of turn 1. Oh, God. Oh, God. You're starting on the table. You go first. Scout 6. Move up, 12. Charge a shit unit. Kill it. They'll watch you fail. That would be terrible. You just lose, like, 350 points for nothing, 360 points for nothing. You kill it, go back in reserves. Their turn 1, they move up. You rapid for free with the Lord. And now it's your turn again. You just move up, charge, go back, rapid. Oh, shit. Yeah, and pile in and consolidate 6. Did they just break this with this thing? He's got grenades, too. Fucking run up, throw a grenade, charge. That's cool. Okay. So, yeah, that's awesome. So, advance and charge for your infantry units. All right, next one, your movement phase. Just after a heretic starts, infantry unit from your army falls back. Until the end of the turn, a unit is eligible to shoot and declare charge in which it fell back. Cool. Until the end of the turn, you're eligible to shoot and declare charge. Was that just a charge last time? I think you can fall back and charge last time. So now you can fall back, shoot, and charge. So Dread Talons. Yeah, so eligible to declare charge and turn to which it fell back. So now you can fall back, shoot, and charge. So this could be, again, good with Terminators. So now all of your Terminators can advance and charge, +1 AP, full rerolls. They already have full rerolls to hit built in, so they don't need to use this strat. Fall back, shoot, and charge, and then advance and charge. So Chosen could be good too. Chosen already have it built in, and they already have this built in. So Chosen, maybe with Bile or something, or Chosen with the Lord. And then these could be used on other units, so you can have 2 units doing it innately every single turn. And then this one, your movement phase, 1 heretic Sardes. Unit from your army arrive via reserves. Select 1 enemy unit within 12 inches invisible to unit must take a battle shock test, subtracting 1 from the result. Okay, so this one was the 6-inch deep strike. Yeah, so you're not going to be able to use the raptor thing. But if like the raptors were... The raptors move up, put somebody within the contagion, the 6-inch aura. Yeah, so they move up. Raptors move up. Then 1 heretic Sardes unit from your army arriving from reserves this turn. Warp field thruster guys can come down. Select 1 within 12 inches and visible. So you have to come down and see that 1 unit. And then you're going to be able to force a battle shock at -2. So that could be really good for the warp fueled thruster. If you wanted a solo guy to do that, you could do that as well. So at the end of the opponent's fight phase, if the bearer's unit is not within your, so you can do a solo lord with a jump pack just to kind of proc this. But yeah, this is an easy way to get the -2 battle shock in your phase. Because you have the blue horse for the -1 horse, so they can run up and come down and do it. And this is only your movement phase, so you can't do it in rapid ingress thing. So blue horse can move up. You can have a the noise marine. No, noise marine can't do it. It's not noise marine is it next time you take a battle shock test? Because that would be cool. Noise marine ability is in your shooting phase. No, so it's not that. So yeah, blue horrors have the aura, plague marines have the aura, and then the raptors have the aura. So I think 3x5 raptors, blue horrors, plague marines, and then the ACDC we probably don't need, because all of this work for the ACDC, like +1 AP for the ACDC, full rerolls to hit for the ACDC, +1 to wound. I mean, yeah, ACDC could actually be really good. Fucking advance and charge, they already have that built in. But 2 units can do it if you really want to. Fallback, shoot and charge. And this is just arriving from reserves. So you can just walk on the table and then force a battle shock. So you don't have to deep strike. You can walk on the table, force a battle shock. Fight phase. Yeah, and that's it. So like these two could be really good for ACDC. This one don't really need. This one could be good, fallback and charge. And then this one could be coming in from reserves. So yeah, it definitely looks spicy. So Scout 6 on the Lord, I think. Yeah, jump pack Lord only. Release the points and enhancements. Oh shit, what are the points? Let me write that down. Yeah, post those points, those. Yeah, but sub, if you force the battle shock, like what does that do? It doesn't do anything. They take a battle shock and then on the start of their turn they just non-battle shocked anymore. So it's not really that. This is not good. Like it doesn't really do anything. It's only going to do something in like your fight phase or their fight phase. So if their fight phase they like somehow had somebody die, then you could like spend it. So the hex is 25, which nobody's going to use. Hex is 25. The warp field is 20. The parasite is 20. And then I'm curious what the fuck is the last one? 30, yeah, 35. Fucking Lord. 35 for the vulture. Okay, that's fucking expensive. That's 20, 40, 75 points just for these enhancements. I don't see a way to play. Yeah, so the sadistic display, the way to play it is if they're charging you. So, because then if they're charging you and they become battle shock, you can just fall back and shoot and charge something else and then just murder this unit. So this would really only be in their fight phase to do something. Or there's multiple combats going on. So let's say you charge a cultist unit or something, and then you charge like a Terminator brick to the left, right? So you charge in, you murder the cultist unit, you spend 1 CP, now the Terminator unit has to do a battle shock test. No minuses unless they're within the Raptors or something like that. But then they could be battle shocked, and now the big unit, Warp Towns or something going into them is going to get full rerolls to hit or something. Like, it's a lot of CP. Like, you're going to spend 1 CP for this. You're probably going to spend another CP for this. But you're already AP2, so you don't need this. You probably need this one. So you're going to spend 2 CP to try and make this go off, to try and force somebody within 6 inches of battle shock. So that's going to be good if they have 2 units near each other, and you know you can like guarantee kill 1, and then force a battle shock in the fight phase. So that's one way to do it. Or you wait till it's their turn, and then you try and do it then. But that's really the only way to do the battle shock. Now, what else can we add for battle shock? All right, so let's go back to the list. So we have 3 jump pack lords. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 20, 20, and then 10. 110 points for a jump pack lord with the shit's 35. Fuck. 15. All right, so 115 points for the jump pack lord with war towns. I mean, if you play it right, he should never die. Like, he literally should be coming down every single turn, killing something, and then running away. Yeah, it is a lot of work for battle shock, but it is another way to get a battle shock on a unit that you maybe couldn't in the shooting phase or whatever. I think it's funny, if not 5 Terminators with the Sorcerer with the battle shock enhancement. Yeah, so Terminator and Lord abilities, just the free CP. He halves all incoming damage. The Sorcerer. I mean, you can go Abby. Fucking Abby joining a Terminator. But then you can't get that enhancement. So Sorcerer and Terminator armor. Just +1 AP. Reroll advance and charges, so you can advance and charge for this. You get to +1 AP, +2 AP, right? With these, with the bolters. So AP2 bolters, 4 rerolls to hit, but nothing crazy with the battle shocks. It's also pretty expensive. Okay. So, 3 jump pack lords, Cypher. We can get rid of the Dark Commune. Disco Lord on Hell, whatever. Can that be good within this attachment? Chaos Lord, jump pack lord, and then this one. So, you can force a battle shock step. I mean, so his things at the start of the shooting phase. Select 1 visible enemy vehicle within 12 inches. That model roll d6 on 2. And then at the start of your shooting phase, select 1 visible enemy vehicle unit until the end of the phase. A friendly Heretic Zarya's model that attacks that unit, reroll a wound, roll a 1. Okay, so nothing really cool. All right, so we're going to get rid of him. And again, the ACDC I think is good because of getting an extra AP and rerolls the hit on the ACDC. You're gonna murder some shit. So 4 rerolls the hit and +1 to wound on the ACDC brick. That can also advance a charge. Hitting on 3s, 4 rerolls to hit. Yeah, with the fucking Sorcerer AP4 Warp Talons. Okay, so I mean that's a lot of CP. That's a lot of CP. We'll get rid of them for now. Bikes are cool. 3 Raptors, fucking 10 Warp Talons. Noise Marines, Blue Horrors, Plague Marines. I don't know if we need 2. I'm at 1865. I have 1 Rhino. Do I want to bring fucking Nemesis Claw? So the Nemesis Claw doesn't really benefit. The no strats is cool. No auras. And it's 110 points. Yeah, so we'll leave them out for now. Possessed, Venom Crawler. Venom Crawler used to be cool with the Battle Shock stuff. Possess nothing. A blitz, maybe. That's 25 points over. Chaos Lord. Do we need anything? No. Sorcerer, no. Dark Apostle. Bile. Alright, what do our Demon Princes do? So, benefit of cover. He's got Loan Up. Nope. And then the charging one, I think, still does the Mortals. Yeah, Mortals. And then there you go. So each time a model ends a null move, advanced move, select one enemy unit moved over during that move. That unit must take a Battle Shock test. So it's not going to benefit from the -1, but if you have Raptors nearby, it could benefit from the -1. So having a Demon Prince with this detachment at the start of the fight phase, enemy units within engage range of the bearer must take a Battle Shock test at -1. And you'll be able to have full rerolls to hit or +1 AP. So he's going to be AP 3 damage. Oh, +1 to wound. I keep forgetting that. So that could be good. Yeah, Lord can join claws now. All right, so let's add the Demon Prince. 180 points. We can get rid of Jump Pack Lord. But I really like this with the Jump Pack Lord. So at the start of the fight phase, everyone's got to take a Battle Shock test at -2, essentially. So probably don't need the Demon Prince, honestly. Okay, so we can get rid of Cultist Mob. So one Cultist Mob in the back, one Rhino with the one Plague Marine, or 2 Noise Marines. Plague Marines can... What the fuck can they do? Do I even need Plague Marines right now? I mean, -1 leadership is cool. I have a Blitz in there. Probably want 2 of Blitz for the 4 rolls to hit. Full rerolls to hit, and if you're Battle Shocked, it's +1 to wound. Battle Shocked, add 1 to the -1 to hit, add 1 to the wound roll. Lord Jump Pack can join talents. You are late to the party, boy. So that's what's going to make this detachment so fucking good, is you can join Warp Talons. All right, so here's a list. We still need Chaff, right? I have 25 points left to go. If I drop 1 Plague Marine unit, that's 120 points. What can you bring for 120 points? You can go Sorcerer for extra AP, that's 80, and then I have 40 points left over. Bring a Nurgling unit. What else can you bring for 120 points that would benefit this army? 120 points. Havocs. I hate Havocs. The Crown. Bring the Possessed. Could Possessed do anything? They could advance and charge. They can fall back and charge. They can get full rerolls to hit. They can get +1 AP, so AP 2 2 damage. I mean, that's not bad. Devastating wounds. I mean, having just an extra quick Raptors unit, I mean, Possessed unit could be cool. But that Sorcerer coming down, getting +1 AP built in, and then another +1 AP, that's AP 3, AP 4. So I used to bring the Fortification every single list, by the way. Because I was running Abaddon with 100 cultists, and all the cultists had a 4-up invuln save with the Crown, with full reels day with Abaddon. Okay, so this is it. We got 3. Oh, we have Scout, so that's what it was. So we have the Scout for 35 points on the Lord. We have this on the other Lord, and then we have this on the last Lord. Okay, so we got Jump Pack Lord, Jump Pack Lord, Jump Pack Lord, all the enhancements. We have Cypher, we have a Sorcerer and Terminator armor, we have 1 10-man cultist unit, I wish I had 2, 1 Rhino, 2 bikes, 1 Oblit unit, 3 Raptor units, 1 10-man Warp Talon unit, 1 Blue Horror unit, 2 Noise Marine units, and 1 Plague Marine unit. So if I drop the Plague Marines, that's 135 points. Still can't get the Noise Marine. Okay, so I think I keep the Plague Marines for... I think I walk on a Noise Marine. Abilities. I mean, the 2 Noise Marines and the Rhinos is good, but the Plague Marines with the aura would be good for literally everything. Them walking on, you can force a Battle Shock, but their aura is only 9 inches. Yeah, so Plague Marines I really like, especially having the extra aura in there. And if I drop the Sorcerer, I mean, the Sorcerer coming down, he could do an action and just be annoying. So Sorcerer come down, do the +1 AP, and then everything else, shooting that unit, we have +1 AP. I can combo that with this or this, so it's +2 AP in the shooting or fight phase. That's really good. There's so many invuln saves in this game, it's crazy. Or I drop him, and that gives me 50 points, so I can go Cultist. If I drop him, that's 80 +40, that's 120 points. Can't really do a ton with 120 points. Yeah, I'm stuck here. The Oblitz, I think, are good for the full rerolls to hit against a battle shocked unit. Used to be full rerolls to hit and wound, but +1 to wound I think is good. So hitting on 3s, full rerolls to hit, and then +1 to wound with his AP2, 2 damage, flesh mower guns. Yeah, or the fucking flesh metal meltas, D3 shots, hitting on 3s, full rerolls to hit with sustain, and then wounding on 2s on most vehicles. That seems good. Yeah, that seems really fucking good. That's full rerolls to hit. Okay, and watch you roll fucking 2 1s for the D3, so you get 2 shots. Okay. Alright, so I'm at 40 points. Let's just add Nurglings to test that out to help out with the scouts. So 1 Nurgling unit, if I have enough points for it. Yeah, okay. So here's the list. We got 3 Jump Pack Lords, all with the enhancements. We have the Cypher, we have the Sorcerer and Terminator Armor to test out at the APs. I never run the Sorcerer. I think he always dies. But I'll try to be good with him. I think he can still blank damage. Chaos Familiar. Once per battle, when attack is allocated to the bearer, you can damage it to 0, so that's pretty cool. 1 Cultist unit, 1 Rhino, 2 Bikes, Oblitz, 3 Raptors, 10 Warp Talon, 10 Blue Horror, 2 Noise Marines, Nurglings, and Plague Marines. So I think in reserves we're gonna have 1 Noise Marine in reserve. The Plague Marine is gonna be in the Rhino. You're gonna be able to walk on and use this if you want to. This one. So in your movement phase, you can walk on, spend 1 CP, force a battle shock at -2 if they're within any one of these auras. So force a battle shock at -2, probably make them battle shocked, and then your Noise Marines are going to be able to hit on 3s, wound on 2s on most stuff, ignoring cover, 2 damage. And the big gun's probably going to be wounding on 2s as well. Yeah, so this is probably it right here. 95 plus 40. Do you just add another noise marine unit? 95 plus 40, 135. So, oh no, it's 145. Noise marines are 145. Do you guys think Harkin fits well into this? No, because you can't force 2 battle shock steps, and that's his fucking downfall. Harkin abilities. While this model's leading unit, each time model makes a charge move, engage a range. On a 4+, you suffer 1 mortal wound. Cool. And it's they have to be in engage range, so it's not as good. And then while within units within 6 inches of this model in the battle shock step of the opponent's command phase, that the unit is, yeah, it's the same thing. You can't do 2 battle shocks in that command phase. So him as a beat stick is fucking cool, but his ability just doesn't do anything. Like, you can't, this cannot cause units to take 2 battle shock tests in the same phase. So it's both in the command phases, this one and the detachment rule. So since the detachment rule is in the command phase, you just can't do 2. So all right, yeah, so that's the list, guys. We got 3 jump pack lords, 3 enhancements, Cypher, Sorcerer, Cultist, Rhino, 2 Chaos Bikers, Obliterators, Raptors, Warp Talons, Blue Horrors, 2 Noise Marines, Nurglings, and Plague Marines. Boom, 2,000 points on the nose. So we'll be getting this list up. So edit roster, Night Lords new, shiny new, and we'll be testing this out. We still have, yeah, dude, I just think like the Warp Talons coming down. If you go first, the Warp Talons are just going to be nuts. Like, you're going to scout 6 into, like, such a fucking FU position, and you're going to be like, what do you want to do? Do you want to move up anything in your army so they can kill and go back into reserves? Like, what are you going to do? You can't do anything. Like, you're going to have to basically win the roll-off to infiltrate. You're going to have to infiltrate to stop my scout. But if I go first, I'm just going to kill your infiltrators and then go back into reserves anyway. So I have to roll it out, but like, what is it? 40 attacks with the Lord, 45 attacks, hitting on 3s and then wounding on 3s twin linked, AP2. I mean, if you don't just flub the roll, I don't think there's an icon in any of this shit, so you could fail and kill some of your guys. Yeah, Warp Towns definitely don't have icons. But yeah, so 40 attacks, strength 5, AP2, 1 damage. They have 5 invulns, that's pretty cool. 2 wounds each, OC1. Yeah, it's like no screens whatsoever. You guys are just going to have to be careful because that is a 360 point unit. Sorry, with the enhancement, he's 115 points. So that's 385 point unit that you have to get your points back and not keep them on the table. There's so many ways to like fuck that over. Let's say, God forbid, react a move 6 inches away. You now have a 7-inch charge. Yeah, because you can't be within 1, and then you move 6 away, depending on where you put him. So let's say you wrap your Warp Talons around him, so that way he can't move anywhere. Or you put like your Warp Talons past him, so that way no matter what, if he moves directly back, it's still going to be like a 2 or 3 inch charge. So that is one way to kind of like stop the reactive move. But you have to make sure you 100% can kill him. Now they posted it in this chat if you want to scroll up. Yeah, Des posted them, so it's 35 for the big one, 20, 20, 25 for the stealth. So 20 points for the other 2 good ones, 35 for the Warp Talon one, and then 25 for the stealth one. So this is cool. This is like what I was thinking about for regular Night Lords. So now that they actually have a detachment that could be good, it's gonna make me be a little bit more aggressive with them because now you can actually kill something. So you have +1 to wound always on Battle Shocked, you're -1 to hit if they're battle shocked, and you get +1 to hit if they're below half strength. I don't know why they didn't put this one battle shocked as well. Like +1 to hit and +1 to wound. That could be really fucking good. But this is Heretic Astartes. So all the strats work on infantry, right? Yeah, this one. That doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter. So yeah, all the infantry are the strats, but this technically works on vehicles. So if you wanted to bring like a predator, the predator gets +1 to wound against battle shocked units. So nothing else can really do anything, but again, a predator is not bad. Like it's 140 points compared to the 160 point oblit. So if you bring a predator destructor, you're fucking AP2 on most of this shit. Yeah, your heavy bolters are AP2, your last cannons are AP4. I'm sorry, AP3. AP4 against infantry, but AP2, and then predator autocannons AP2, 3 damage. +1 to wound, so you're wounding most shit on 2s. So hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. Heavy bolters hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s infantry. Because it's only infantry, right? Yeah, infantry. So this thing could just munch infantry. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. Extra AP. Or you can try and do the full rerolls hit with the oblits. So I got to test out the oblits and then test out the tank. Because like the tank is also competing with noise marines. Noise marines are really good. And it helps with the detachment. Yeah, so oblits for another unit of noise marines, or oblits for a predator. Because 80 plus 160 is 240. Yeah, okay, so you can drop the oblits, you can drop the sorcerer, and the nurglings, and then you can just bring 2 predators. So that could be actually another list. I'm gonna make that list as well. So duplicate, edit, new preds. Yeah. So that, instead of relying on like your D6, D3 shots from your fucking obliterators, you're gonna be able to have more tanks on the table, shoot far, and yeah, because the scout is not really going to play into factor, because if they want to stop your scout move, right, they're just going to die. So, cool, you stop my scout, you're still dead. If you don't stop my scout, you're still dead. So either way, like, the scout is just a bonus. Like, we're spending 35 points to put these guys with fucking warp talons. The scout 6, just a bonus. Like, cool. Not made with this unit because it's speed 12. So if they have scouts 9 inches away from us, we're going to be able to move up past them, right? 9, 10, 12. So 3 inches past them. So if they do react a move, we're still going to kill them, right? So it literally doesn't matter. Plus you can kind of like go diagonal maybe to scout move up. But yeah, now this is going to get 2 predators. And since we're going to try and... we don't have a lot of tank killing in this. +1 to wound could work if it's battle shocked. But the noise marines are only tank killing in this list. So it's up to you if you want to bring the last cannons or the heavy bolters. I always liked heavy bolters. I think heavy bolters with sustain built in and lethal is really good. So I'm going to put 2 heavy bolters with the combi bolter and the havoc launcher. And we'll do that for both of them. And then if you need last cannons, you could throw some last cannons in there. But yeah, so now we got 2 predators for exactly 2,000 points. That could be good. Predators or sorcerer, oblit, nurglings. Up to you. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. A lot of stuff to test out. I'm super excited about this attachment. I think you guys should be as well. There's a lot of new merch up on the merch store. Let me Let me pull that up for you guys. It looks fucking sick. Merch. I think I have a... If I don't have a jump pack lord, I definitely should put a jump pack lord on there. But here it is. We have a whole bunch of new shit. I put the Emperor's Champion up on there. I put... Let's bring this over. Yeah, so I put the Emperor's Champion up. I put Dark Eldar. I put the Death Watch, Assassins, Fulgrim, Tzeentch, Votann, Necron, Eldar, Admech, all the t-shirts. The sister one is the Joy Toy one. That looks sick. I love that one. The Knights, Raven Guard, Chaos Knights, Vashtor, Lord of Contagion, Grey Knights, more Votann, Orcs. We're playing Orcs, by the way. If you guys didn't know that, we are playing Orcs this year. Grey Knights, more of this, Space Puppies, Blood Angels. No, shit, I don't have the Chaos Lord. We got to get the Chaos Lord up there. 40k Chaos Lord. Yeah, we gotta get the jump pack Lord. I think this guy would be sick. Yeah, I gotta put this guy on there. So I'll put this guy on today, guys. We'll put that up on a shirt because he should be everywhere now. That Lord or the other jump pack Lord, I think it's just a Power Fist axe. So do we want the axe, lightning claws, or both? So I think I have Abaddon. Should have Abaddon. Oh, here's some more. Groot. There we go. Night Lords. Old school jump pack Lord. And Abaddon. So we got Abaddon. So yeah, I'll do the new jump pack Lord up there with this guy. And maybe this guy. Let me know if you guys would want this, or both. I think this guy would be sick. He would probably look really cool on a shirt. So yeah, new merch in the description below. Orcs are coming out this year. I don't think I'm gonna be doing like best in faction or anything like that. We got best in faction, Grey Knights 3 years ago, Chaos Space Marine last year, and then we hit Death Guard this year, best in faction. This year, 2026, probably just gonna be chilling on YouTube. We're gonna be doing a lot more YouTube videos, shorts, painting tutorials with Keevil. We got the team working up, and yeah, really going to be focused on just growing the channel. A lot more sponsors. We just talked to Snot Goblin Games, so we're going to be working with that terrain. It's like buildable terrain, all painted, and it's exactly how the Games Workshop layout should be. So that's going to be in the fixtures. The green lasers from Rexstar Lasers, definitely if you guys need green lasers, they're legit. Check out that below. FLG is sponsoring us now, so that foldable table clutch, like it's the exact measurement of the 40k table layout. So folds up, stores really easily, super light, but it's stable because it's got these two metal bars in the sides that like push down on the legs, so that way it doesn't collapse anywhere, so you can like lean on. I think it's supposed to hold up to 200 something pounds. Like it's a lot. So all of that, yeah, so many sponsors, a lot of stuff coming up to the channel. But yeah, Chaos Lord can be the enhancement. Yes, you can. And stuff like that. So yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for clicking on the video. And we will see you in another video, probably with this detachment, very, very soon.